Hey, it's Brad here from Get Out There Gear Reviews, and today I'll be testing and reviewing an exciting new sleeping system from Exped. We'll be testing the Exped Hyperquilt and the Exped SynMat HL. Weighing in at just over a combined 1 kilogram or 2.3 pounds, this sleep system from Exped offers up 3-season camping comfort. To thoroughly test the setup, we embarked on numerous lengthy backcountry excursions throughout the spring and summer. The Hyperquilt weighs 515 grams, or 1.1 pounds, and features 800 cubic inches of down, encased in a shell of lightweight 20D Ripstop nylon. The SynMat weighs in at 445 grams, with an additional 72 grams attributed to the schnozzle and stuff sack. The schnozzle pump bag allows you to inflate the mat, while preventing humidity from your breath affecting the insulation. It is connected to the mat by a one-way valve. The bag also doubles as an ultra-lightweight compression stuff sack, though we never used it as such. Inflation is a breeze. Simply capture some air, roll the top opening closed, and squeeze the air into the mat. It only takes a few bags of air to fully inflate the mat. Hassle-free, and you don't have to worry about running out of breath like with a classic blow-up mattress. With an R value of 3.3, the SynMat is good for around -6 degrees Celsius. You can set up the sleep system in numerous ways, and most will be dependent upon the temperature. The Hyperquilt easily slides over the SynMat by means of the open footbox. You can also use the quilt with other mats from Exped, but fitment works best with a tapered and narrow mat. So on those colder nights when you really want to keep the warmth in, Exped's given you the option to basically tie your Hyperquilt to your SynMat. Now Exped has an in-house shock cord system that you can use, but you can also pick up any other hardware store shock cord or rope. They've given you these little grommets that you can tie it to. So simply taking a string or paracord, you simply rope all the way back and forth until you tie down your SynMat and your Hyperquilt together. So now my Exped Hyperquilt is secured to my Exped SynMat, and I can just climb on inside, and it's gonna stay as one piece system, trap all that warmth inside of there, and it's gonna be a really comfortable sleep. When it's time to head to bed, if your Exped is nice and secure to your mat, it's just a matter of sliding on in. And snuggling down. Now the great feature too is that this comes with this hood, so if it's really chilly, just put your hood on. There's a bit of a drawstring here too, so I can loosen it or tighten it. Of course, if it's too warm, don't put the hood on and just leave it nice and loose. It's just like a regular sleeping bag. And crawling out, same thing. Nice, lightweight, and easy. So the Hyperquilt has an extreme rating of -15 Celsius. The comfort rating is 5 degrees. Now the extreme rating means that if you are in that situation, you'll be able to survive. It's not going to be a comfortable sleep. However, for myself, I was on a spring backpacking trip where temperatures dipped down to -14. I did have to put on multiple layers of clothing, but I did manage to go through the night and still survive to tell the tale in my Exped Hyperlight. I wouldn't recommend it for those temperature ratings, but if you are faced with temperatures of that magnitude, you will survive and get through the night. It will just be an uncomfortable sleep. Now, when you do approach the comfort rating, that's where this thing really shines. So around 0 to 5 degrees, you'll have a good night's sleep in the Exped Hyperquilt. The Hyperquilt comes in one size and is designed for a body size of up to 195 centimeters in height. I'm 191 centimeters and I find it fits snugly. The Hyperquilt comes with a lightweight compression stuff sack for storage in your pack. However, in testing, I found durability to be somewhat lacking. Watch out for objects in your pack, as I found it ripped quite easily. Warranty-wise, the SynMat is covered for 2 years, while the Hyperquilt is covered for 5. Overall, I've been thoroughly impressed with Exped's Hyperquilt and SynMat HL LW. This is an awesome, lightweight, compact system for backcountry camping. For Get Out There Gear Reviews, I'm Brad Jennings.